Welcome. I don't know how to start. I don't know how to start. Yeah, we are live here. It's your man Jay, and we are back, and we're going to talk about a lot of stuff. We have to talk about everything that's going on in the smartphone world because this is what we're here for. So, My Project 13, Anthony, what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing much, man. Just looking forward to the stream. Worked late last night, early this morning, and yeah, I'm just glad to be here, man. So it's kind of nice to not have too much going on today, to be able to sit here with you and everybody that joins the stream and just have a good time.
Yeah, I'm super tired, but hey, I went to sleep, man, but I just, it's like those times where you just can't fall asleep. Then I have to take some assistance, and by the time I take some assistance, I am really knocked out. It's like, oh man, that medicine, that thing didn't kick in soon enough,
And then you wake up, and then the after effect, it just makes you groggy.
No, my medication that I take for to help me sleep is definitely not like that. I don't have any kind of no. I don't have any kind of. I got that quality stuff, man. I got that quality stuff. I told my doc, don't give me none of that cheap drugs. Anyway, welcome, everybody.
If you didn't know, we're here to talk about medicine today.
Yeah, today is medicine day. If you're over the age of 55, we want to talk about your medicine. We're gonna be covering prostate today. Oh man. It's funny when I see guys that are in their 30s and 40s and they think I'm gonna be like this rest of my life. I'm thinking, man, there's this thing called testosterone. It starts to taper off at about 35 or 40. So tell me about it once you get there.
Yeah.
So good luck. We're covering male prostate. I don't. We're gonna talk. I got the giggles. I better chill.
I think I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh man, what's going on, Mike? Man, Tech King Mike. Everybody, stop for a second, and everybody, please subscribe to Tech King Mike, because I find myself unsubscribing and subscribing just to see if I'm gonna get the notification. So he had a live stream. He's had several live streams, and I missed the last 3, so I had to watch the replay. But Tech King Mike is in the chat. He's starting to get back in his groove. He also has a beautiful new camera that I debuted on my channel. I must say, the $2,200 camera that we all love and hope we can get one day. Well, I don't, but the Sony Alpha A7c. Congrats, Mike. Lethal Emperor's in the house. I see a Deepak. A lot of you guys. GG, what's going on? I see you guys coming in. I appreciate you guys being with us in this chat. I thought I saw LaShawn in here too. Thought I saw him. Maybe I was wrong. But today is a conversation day because smartphoneconversations.com. That is who I am. My name is Jay Will. So we are going to discuss first. Let's just start with the funny thing. And let me pull it up here on Instagram. What OnePlus was trolling Samsung. Android Stud, what's going on, man? I got to pull this up. Trent, I see you guys. We are going to I'm going to show you, because some of you guys might not have known. Some of you guys are at work. Remember, if you're at work, set us off to the side, put your earphones in, your earbuds, your Bluetooth, whatever, and quietly observe us while you type away on that keyboard or do whatever you do at work. So let me pull this up on Instagram here, where OnePlus was trolling Samsung. And a lot of people were like, oh, this is real. Yeah, no, this is definitely fake. OnePlus is definitely not going to... this is so stupid. Oh man, let me see here. Let me share this window. Let me see here. I'm still laughing at OnePlus. Okay, so let's see here. Share tab. Where's it? Instagram share. And now let me share this tab with you. OnePlus is straight trolling Samsung, man. If you didn't see this, they are straight trolling Samsung. They have people thinking that they're getting ready to release a folding phone. All they did was put two phones together and put like a Galaxy thing in the background. Hilarious, man. Just hilarious. Some people thought that was real. And I'm thinking, come on, man, it's definitely not real. You can clearly see that they're trolling. they're trolling Samsung for sure, because Samsung's event is tomorrow. Samsung's event is tomorrow, and we are for sure going to talk about that. But I just think it's hilarious, man, that they troll Samsung like that. And it's cool that they're trying to grab and stay in the limelight and stay in the attention of the viewers. But if you had not seen that, and this is your first time seeing it, have you seen that, Anthony?
This is my first time seeing it. So
what do you think about that? Does that look real to you?
No.
I swear, so many people, I think a lot of people actually thought it was real. And if I'm being honest, when I first looked at it, I was like, yo, what the heck? And I was like, no, this can't be. And I looked closer and I said, they are definitely trolling. There's definitely no OnePlus folding device. And you know what? Actually, I would actually be surprised because honestly, OnePlus is going to have to do something. And the weird part is Carl Pye, what's his name? Carl Pye. He got on Twitter and called OnePlus out. Yes, he did. He got on Twitter and called OnePlus out. Let me find that tweet that he put out there. Yeah, he definitely got on Twitter and called them out and said it's obviously a PR stunt. I was like, whoa. So
yeah, because apparently I had seen some information that said that OnePlus wasn't going to consider even getting into the folding device.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah. That's, I mean, where they're at right now and getting into the flagship zone, you would think that at some point that's just something they're going to do. I don't think, well, I don't know, but I just, you'd have to, because eventually as time goes on, and we talked about this already, that's just going to become part of the norm. Yeah. So if OnePlus is going to be around for a while, they're, at some point that's going to be part of their catalog, their smartphone catalog,
especially if Google is in talks about doing a folding device. I think Google's folding device is going to be so good. And I'm not just biased to that because I like Pixel devices, but I'm just ready for that stock Android to come back. And I want it in a tablet form that can fold into a phone that's going to be pocketable. I'm looking for Carl Pye's tweet or whatever he said. Let me see if I can find this thing here. Oh,
Grant is in the house.
Oh, Grant's here? Oh, I was on the other one though. Hey, what's going on, Grant? We're going to talk about Samsung. I'll try to find the Carl Pye tweet later. But he was like, clearly this is a PR stunt. And I thought obviously it is, because OnePlus doesn't have any desires right now to bring out a folding device, I would think, unless they're just jumping on board and feeling like, we got to get our hat in the game because, why not? So the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3, listen, they're coming. And I've already got, if you're a member on my channel, you've already seen what I have. As far as the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3, you've already seen it. I'm no spoilers. If you're not a member, then you just didn't see it. If you are a member, head over to the community tab and there's something waiting for you. You can check it out. No spoilers. So Samsung, Z Fold 3, Z Flip 3. This conversation is going to be always on the table until these devices come out. This is just the way it is. What do you say? Like Gigi has a poll up on her Twitter right now. I think it's been up for a while about voting. So if you haven't voted, go over to Gigi's Gadget Goddess on Twitter and find that poll. It's up there. I believe she has it pinned. I'm not sure, but it's definitely on her timeline. And you can vote for which device. Are you getting the Z Fold 3? Are you not getting the Z Fold 3? Show of hands in the comments section. Anthony, you can chime in too. How many people are getting the Z Fold 3? I'm curious. I'm curious to see how many people are actually going to grab the Z Fold 3. Now, I know Grant's going to get it. Grant's been picking up. If you haven't seen Grant Likes Tech, he's been grabbing every phone that he's ever wanted to grab that he missed out on from the previous years. I mean, his pockets are deep as mine, or probably deeper. He's rolling in some serious local deals. He's grabbed the Z Flip 3 5G. He's grabbed the Z Fold 2. He has the original Z Fold 1. He never picked up the 2, I believe, but now he has it. He just unboxed it. He just picked up the limited edition white Z Flip 3 5G or Z Flip 2 5G. Yeah, he has grabbed some seriously good deals. And those devices are out there, but it's going to cost you a pretty penny. So shout out to Grant for having the deepest pockets in the stream in the last week. I mean, he has like the deepest pockets in the stream. I've been focusing on buying more camera gear and stuff like that and just doing things like that. And this cat he's buying up everything. He is freaking just, he's strolling right along. He is killing the game. Yeah, I'm looking to pick up another lens for one of my cameras. I'm looking to get something going. But so some people are saying Z Flip 3, Mark washing his hands on it. Someone says getting both. So, I mean, if you're planning on picking up both, obviously, you know, you're balling like that. Or you just have good trade-ins. I don't have any trade-ins this year. Are you going to get the Z Fold 3, Anthony?
No, Z Flip.
So you're going with the Z Flip. Now, how many people are getting the Z Flip? I've definitely planned to get the Z Flip. The Z Fold 3 isn't on the table for me, Bars. But if I do pick it up, I'll get it, and I hope that I won't love it as much as I love the Z Fold 2, because it was in reverse for me. Last year I went with the Z Flip, or the previous year I went with the Z Flip first, and then that made me want the Z Fold, and I ended up naming the Z Fold 2 my device of the year, or one of them, along with the Pixel 4a 5G. Those were my 2 devices of the year. So Z Fold 3, I feel like I just know what it's going to be about already. So the Z Flip 3 with the newer design, I'm really ready to check it out. It looks good, and I'm still looking for portability. And having a Microsoft Surface Duo back there, it's just an amazing device. Having the full screens, Anthony, you still haven't picked this device up yet. What's going on? I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's only $400 now everywhere. You know,
yeah,
I'll see get it.
I don't know.
$410 on Amazon. You must just grab it. You're wasting time, you know, waiting. I mean, because that design is probably going away too. And, you know, we'll talk about that too. The Surface Duo, the new design.
We'll be here next year, same time. And that's probably when I'll have it. You know me.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
And it looks like more of those renders on the Surface Duo 2 still have that camera hump, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know.
I got a feeling it's going to have that camera hump, my friend.
Yes, a lot of people are saying that that's how it's going to be. Gigi will be talking tonight. You know, I feel like the Surface Duo, as this dog, I'm gonna throw it out the window. Ugh. Can you hear the dog? This dog is getting huge, man. You know, the Surface Duo is a device that you should just buy now. If you don't have a Surface Duo at this point, you're just, I'm not saying you're not a tech enthusiast, but you got to be curious about all of the attention that this device has gotten and how some of us just freaking love it. I loved it the first time. I was so disgusted, though, with the software. After 2 months, I got rid of it. But now there's no excuse. The software is running smooth. While not perfect, the software is definitely running worlds better. It's getting software updates every month. So, I mean, $410 or whatever it is right now, you're slipping if you don't have this device at this point. Yeah, I don't understand why a person would not have it at this point. But hey, Anthony, I'm just gonna call you out. You're definitely slipping. So
now for me, I'd have to pick up and unlock because I don't have an account with AT&T. So
you know what? Somebody. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is my friend here, but let's go ahead and put him on blast. Everybody knows what I'm going to say for what he just said. So somebody in the comments, he just said he needs the unlocked version and he doesn't have an account with AT&T. So somebody go ahead and say what I would like to say, but I'm cool with him and I don't want to put him on blast. I want somebody else to put him on blast. So somebody go ahead and take a moment and put him on blast for me, because there's no reason he should say that he doesn't have an AT&T account. Somebody go ahead and chime in. I know there's a delay in the comment section, but somebody go ahead and there. I won't even say it. I won't even say it because
I've seen the videos. I've seen the videos.
That's old news. Such old news.
I've seen the videos.
The AT&T version, once you get it unlocked after about 5 days of waiting or 10 days of waiting, it works on every carrier. I'm using it on Verizon right now. Totally worth it. Totally worth the money. And at $400+ you just can't. It's just a gimme. It's just a steal. So I'm really hoping that more people decide to grab the current Surface Duo, because it's kind of like you're missing out on a piece of tech that you're going to wish you had have gotten. Because if the new Surface Duo comes out and it's $2,200, I don't want to hear anybody complaining about it. I don't want to hear you complaining about it at all. I don't, because you'll wish that, because at some point or another, the Surface Duos won't be able, you won't be able to purchase them anymore. You won't be able to get them anymore. So if in fact, oh, so it's 3 days now. Okay. So
did you just put the link in there?
I put both of them in there.
Look at you.
I put both of them in there because there's just no excuse. So now it's 3 days. So according to Eric, shout out to Eric from Easy Computer Solutions, now it only takes about 3 days. Hold on, guys. Hold it down for me. We gotta go choke this dog. I'll be right back.
Oh my goodness. How many of you in the live stream actually have the Surface Duo? That's what I want. Show me a hand if you do not have a Surface Duo. So I'm just reading some of your comments.
You have no excuse, sir. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. Yeah.
I asked
down
everybody in the stream if they didn't have it. I wanted to see a hand.
If they what? If what now?
If they don't have it, Big House, Tech for You, Robert Chavez. So I'm not the only one. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one.
No, Big House has one, because I saw his. He posted on Twitter. There's a few people that might not have it, but yeah, I mean, the Surface Duo the current model versus the Surface Duo 2 of what's leaked out, I'm disgusted on the way it looks. And if they go ahead and take that step and go in that big bulky camera, let's be clear here, I'm probably still gonna get it, but I'm gonna try. If it's ugly in person with this huge giant camera bump, you will hear it from me.
Okay, so let me ask you a question about that, Jay.
Yeah.
But let's just say that is what the aesthetic design is going to be. But the cameras turn out to be beyond what you would have imagined. Like, we're talking flagship level photography and video. Would it then at that point sort of erase that whole that mindset of how it looks? As long as they can give you the camera. I mean, they got to give you something for that design. And I would hope if they're going to put something that ugly on there, they got to give you some really great cameras.
Look at the FedEx guy at my door right now. That's where I get FedEx every day. Look at these big giant boxes that he's putting on my front porch. If that improves the camera, if it improves the camera, I'll be happy about it. But the fact of the matter is, people who buy the Surface Duo should not be buying it because they want to take fabulous photos. It's a productivity device. It is actually a business class device, unlike the Z Fold devices. Z Fold devices are just folding smartphones. That's all they are. So, and ironically enough, Samsung didn't market the Z Fold devices as a creator's device. They marketed the Galaxy Note 2, right? The Ultra 2 or whatever it was. They marketed those devices as creators' devices. So the Samsung Z Fold 3 will probably be good, but honestly, it's just going to be a folding phone. The Surface Duo is actually great for the price for productivity. Grant uses it for work. Duo calls on the Surface Duo. The camera doesn't take the best photo and video when you compare it to Ultra or all these other phones that are focused on being regular smartphones. Yes, but it can compete. And that is the most important part. It can compete. And videos on it, I've done so many videos on the Surface Duo. It's incredible. I mean, if for people that are still trolling Microsoft about the Surface Duo having big bezels, trash software, just tell them to go sit down. They have no clue because they're just watching videos on it. Most people who pick up the Surface Duo instantly are like, oh my gosh. That's what they say. Oh my gosh. And at this point, it's more than just a collector's item for me because it is daily used and it is full of productivity. So, I mean, I can't stress enough that if you don't have one at this point, you just are not interested, which I respect. I respect if you're not interested in it. But I just don't see how a person could say that they're a tech enthusiast and then crap all over such a great device. I don't get it. Tech King Mike, let me put
I'm getting one on Friday, he says.
I mean, and you know what? I believe him. I believe him because why not experience it? And the fact is, if you don't like something, folks, if you don't like something, freaking return it or sell it. But I say that the Surface Duo 1, a lot of people might flock to that because if they hate the design of the Surface Duo 2 or it doesn't give any real major improvements, then you're going to see people saying, I should have just bought the 1. I should have just bought the 1
sure.
and I could have saved all this money. That's what's going to happen. Because you know they're going to update the software on the 1, the Surface Duo 1. They're going to update it. They're going to update it. What's going on, Ray? I see you guys. A lot of you guys coming in. I see you guys. How you doing? How you doing? But, you know, the Surface Duo 2, if in fact it has a Snapdragon 888 and, you know, if it has all these different specs and stuff like that, and they improve, they're obviously going to have better software because they learned their lesson with the first Surface Duo. But, you know, if it has all these killer specs and things like this, you know, doggone well, it's not going to come in at any lower price than the $1,700 it came in at the previous year. I will be surprised if they make all these upgrades to this device and then keep the price the same. I just will be surprised. I'll be surprised.
How much do you think that Surface Duo 2 is going to drop for?
$2,000 at least. $2,000 at least. $2,000. Yeah, I think it's going to be at least $2,000. Easily. But you got to admit, though, is it going to be worth it based on the fold? People are still trying to clown and say, oh, the hinge down the middle. All these people, folks. Okay, so for the people that had the device and bought it and returned it or whatever, for some reason, people, it's so weird. People will buy a device and they'll say, I bought it based on your video, right? And then if they don't like it, this is what I get in my comments. They'll say, I apologize, man, I had to return. I'm like, what the heck do I care? I mean, why do I care if you return it? It's not like I made $1,000 off that sale. I mean, it would have been nice, you know what I'm saying? But it's weird how people are when they see something, they buy it and they buy it based off of reviews. And Deepak is right. People see this could be a good thing. Deepak says people judge by watching YouTube videos, and sometimes that could be a positive thing. However, it's the videos that they're watching. They're not watching video reviews. They're watching video overviews because they're watching someone who is popular with 10 million subs, and they picked up the device once, used it for 1 or 2 hours or a couple of days, and threw it to the side and then gave a overview. That's who they're watching. They're not watching people who are done like 15 videos on it. They're not. They're not watching those people. They're not watching the people doing the 2-minute video on how to do this or how to. They're not watching that. See, right here is what I don't understand. How is it that? Let me put this comment up because I don't. How is it that you think this is too expensive? What? How can you come to that conclusion? I love comments like this. How does one come to that conclusion? That it's not out yet. You can't base it off of the current device. We have nothing. We know nothing about it. Like Grant's comment said earlier, if it's not Samsung or Apple, it's trash. It's not worth it. Everybody who tries to price their devices over $1,000 or over $500, they shouldn't do it. And that is where I think comments like this come from. I'm not trying to call you out, but you know, it's a fact. How in the world could we say it's not worth it yet or it's too expensive when we don't have it yet? Anthony?
Well, you can't. You can't. you can say, in my opinion, I may think that that's not worth it, but really you can give fact like that once you've had whatever it is in hand and you've used it. And I think for a lot of different things that I've brought in here to the channel, I try to really express my opinions very carefully until I actually have that device in hand, where then I can really give you what my experience is like and whether I think it's worth it or not. And so for me, I couldn't say now, unless, I mean, you don't have any money and you're talking based on your financial situation, maybe you only have $2,000 in the bank. I don't know. If you're basing it off that, then we're looking at this as you're just saying it's too expensive. You don't know that until you use it. And then you can say, hey, you know what, man, this thing is amazing.
Yeah.
Glad I bought it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people never experience stuff. And hey, again, it's not to call that person out, but it is what it is. Man. We're adults. And you're calling out something like that, saying that it's not worth it. And we don't even have it yet.
Right. So don't base it off your financial situation. We're talking about the tech gadget itself, the piece of tech that it is. So in that perspective, away from that your you don't know, we don't know yet until it's here. And you can say then, you know what? I don't have the money to purchase something like this, but I was able to use it for 2 weeks. And man, if I had $2,000, I would buy it.
Okay, so he has clarified his comment, which I respect that. He said for his budget, it's too expensive, and this is positive. Okay, I respect that.
So that's why I wanted to say that.
Yeah, that's different. Because when you say comments like that, it makes it seem like you're speaking as a fact or a whole, like this isn't worth it. But in general, he's basically saying he's not willing to pay that amount. Not that he can't afford it. He says his budget for a phone isn't $2,000. Right. And if it was $2,000, even if it's $1,700, I mean, some people are still. I've learned that dealing in the tech community and being a creator and being a regular person too, because I really believe that I have found the balance between being a creator and a regular person who buys smartphones. Based on my footage on my channel, I still review flip phones, $100 phones, whatever, affordable phones. I just review it all because there's somebody for that. And so with a comment like this, I would say to this person, Su Amigo Alex, that he's just a regular consumer probably. He's not really, he doesn't have that sky is the limit budget like a lot of tech enthusiasts do. Like I was speaking of Grant earlier, and myself, I'll include myself, even you. We could spend $2,000 in a week, and we just keep moving. You know what I'm saying? We'll spend that $2,000 because for the difference, there's a difference between us and the regular people out there is let's go ahead and be completely transparent. We're getting money back on these devices when people watch our content. So let's just be clear here. Some of us who are spending this $2,000 on one device or $1,500 on one device, eventually the device will pay for itself over time. Right. Because we're getting people to watch our videos. There's ad revenue. Let's just keep it all the way 100. That is why I can buy some of these expensive devices, but my buying habits shouldn't be yours.
Right.
Yeah, my buying habits shouldn't be yours. You should be able to differentiate what's a real review or an overview, or who's giving you something that's completely honest and who's not, and who just wants to sell you something. So,
and I would add, the series that you've been doing as far as starting a YouTube channel. If you get into this thinking that you have to keep up with somebody out there because they're bringing it, and your heart's desire is to bring those in, but you can't, don't do that to yourself, man. You just slowly get in the game and buy what you can, have fun with it. And if eventually you get to that point where you can do that, then go for it. But if that's what your mindset is at, you're going to get stressed out because you're not going to keep up.
Yeah.
You're just not.
You can't keep up with what you see. It's like people buying cars or whatever. People are a lot of these so-called tech creators now are saying if you don't drive a Tesla, you're not down with us. I'm like, man, get your little young butt out of here. I don't want no battery sitting in my garage. I want to hear my engine. I want to. I know some of these people in the live stream love those cars, but I'll tell you, this is just my opinion, man. And I've never driven one, but by the aesthetic look, they look like just any other small car out on the road to me. Yeah, I was going to buy one. I was going to buy one before I bought my Cadillac. My Cadillac was $60,000 and I got it for $50,000. And that Tesla that I was buying was $50,000. So I had 50 grand to throw out there, and I said, you know what, I'm going with the Cadillac. It's a more classy, more grown-up car, and the Tesla seems like a toy. You know, I'm not about fitting in with what everybody else has. I couldn't care less what somebody has in their garage. I just, after going through the process of purchasing the Tesla, it was nice and easy. It was seamless. However, I didn't want the Tesla in the end. I was like, nah, I don't want this. I'm not into that. I'm not into that. And I just think it's sad that in the tech community, those are people out there that feel like if you just don't have a Tesla, you're just not someone, or you don't have an EV or something like that, you're nobody. But those are young people trying to set some trend or something like that. I don't even follow any of that at all. So I just feel like when it comes to the tech community, you as the person watching, you need to figure out who you are. Smartphones are going to come and go, folks. They are going to come and go, and you need to figure out who you are watching. If you turn on that camera and you start to watch videos, you need to figure out who you are, what kind of person you are. And because if we're just being honest, there's a lot of weak-minded people out there, and they just follow whatever they see on the internet. There's no other way to say that. If you're offended by that, you probably should leave, because that means it applies to you. If you can't watch a video on a phone and just take it for what it is and say, okay, that's just this person's opinion, and that rule applies to me too. I'm not saying I'm some kind of exclusion because I think I'm better. No. Because I have plenty of videos on my channel that people just disagree with, and I say, okay, I respect your opinion. I'm not going to try to force you to believe what I believe, but there's a lot of followers out there of the wrong crowd, and they're following influencers. And that's a whole nother video in its own. I mean, while we're there, Anthony, how do you feel about the terminology influencer versus creator or YouTuber reviewer?
Well, a reviewer to me is well, that's what I consider myself. I'm not here to influence anybody to go out and purchase. You know, I don't want to push. I don't want to, but my want is just, and desire is to go through, share my experience, and hopefully something in whatever I throw out there, whether it's 5, 6 videos, 7 videos on a device, that if I can help one person, if there's a little bit of information that adds to your homework, as far as what you're looking into buying, then I've done what I've set out to do. And that's all I want to do, is I want to share my experience. I want to have fun with it. And hopefully you grab something from there that helps you make a decision on that or something else. I'm not going to tell you that this is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that negative influence and have that come back and bite me on the rear.
Right.
As a YouTuber, and I don't even know if I really like that phrase either, but it's just my YouTuber, even though I'm it's what I am. But yeah, I'm here to share the experience, man. You grab what you want. I'm not here to influence you to go that direction. There's many routes you can go. I'm just one route, man. You can go here. I'm just throwing a piece out there, and that's the process of reviewing and sharing an experience. It's not to influence. So
yeah, I mean, if a person is influenced, it's now let's be clear here. Creators do reviewers do influence people, but you gotta, as a creator, at least for me over the years. Go ahead.
I think the difference there is that you do it with whoever's watching in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether you're financially there or not, or whatever they're looking for in that video, you are literally speaking to them in a way that you care literally about what they really may need or not need. I think about people that come onto my channel and may only have $50 or may only have $200. I have them in mind when I talk about whatever it is that I'm sharing as far as my experience. You know what I'm saying? It's not about me. It's not just about me. I have those folks, the average consumer, I have them in mind. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think you have to, because I'm here today because of people in the stream, people out there that watch my videos. I'm not here because I'm some special YouTube person here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here because of you guys. And because of that, I just want to give you something in return and share my honest experience. And again, If you grab something from that, then you grab something from that.
Yeah, I like to address comments like this because I think this is where maturity levels come in. And hey, if you're offended, has Sam or whatever, you threw it out there. But I gain nothing by like trying to throw silent jabs. If I'm actually an adult, so if I see somebody I want to say something, I prefer to say it to their face. I gain nothing by insulting someone else. I don't do the little sly comments. If I want to say their names, I'll just say, hey, NKBHD did this. I've done it before. I've made a video about him before about something I disagreed on, and he saw it, and that was what it is. Trent made a video about it too. But I don't gain anything by throwing sly comments at people. And yeah, no, you're way off on that. I appreciate your feedback, but I don't watch Unbox Therapy. I don't like his style. What was he going to do to me? I don't like his style. I think he's completely changed from when he first started scamming people or like with the fake giveaways and stuff like that. I don't watch him at all. But the fact is, I don't have to try to insult him to make myself look better. I just don't watch him. That's how I tackle things. And some of the people that are listening to this, when you don't like something, like all those people who click on my Google Pixel videos or my Surface videos and they say, this is trash. As soon as the video goes live, this is trash. I don't know why you keep posting videos on this. Stop trying to sell people on this. How about you just don't click on those videos? You see the title. Don't click on it. And that rule applies for me and you. If you don't like something, just don't click on it. Don't support him. And that is how I feel about Unbox Therapy. It's nothing personal about this guy. I just don't like the way he presents himself. He's way too, he's in another direction. Like PewDiePie. I don't like that dude either. But it's nothing personal because I don't personally know them. I don't know PewDiePie. I don't know Unbox Therapy. I don't know a lot of creators, but I have met Marquez. He is fantastic. He's a great guy. I know nothing about him personally, but I've met him at several events. We've chopped it up. We've laughed and talked, took photos together. Just that. He's a great young kid. Definitely old enough to be my son. So I definitely don't want to throw shade at a guy who's doing what I would consider fantastic for his age. Again, Unbox Therapy, I don't personally have anything against him. I don't like him as a creator. What you going to do? Now what? That's not throwing shade. That's just being honest. There's a lot of people that don't like me as a creator. But what purpose would it serve for me to go to their channels and hate on them in the comments? I don't do that. Way too old for that. So when comments come up like that, I love to address it because what you think I'm not going to say anything? I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I don't like the way Unbox Therapy presents itself on YouTube. I like MKBHD. I like Jonathan Morrison. I like iJustine sometimes. Yeah. She's a hype beast, but I like her sometimes. I think iJustine's sister Jana is a better creator than iJustine. There, I said it. Now what? What, you gonna go tag iJustine and say, oh, Jay said?
Well, I noticed as from when I first began this channel to where I'm at now, my circle of folks that I watch on YouTube has gotten smaller and smaller and smaller as far as those big YouTubers on the big stage. I really try my best when I can and I have the time to support those that I know are putting out that content that just reaches me. I feel like they're talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's usually someone that's where I'm at my level. Yeah. Very few on the medium or the larger stage that reach me. But it started out as a big number. Now it's shrunk. It's really shrunk down. Yeah. Because I just don't feel like they're reaching me. I don't feel like they're talking to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This comment right here is, and I got Gigi's comment too. This person says, you know what? I'm here because you're talking about something that I'm interested in. That's where you should be. And the beauty of YouTube is choice. Lots of choice. That is all that I say to people who think, because some of these people people kind of throw you against, they're like half my age, man. And I don't waste time like that as an older person. I don't waste time, hating on somebody publicly like that. If I really had a dislike against somebody, I would reach out to him privately. Another guy that I like is Soldier Knows Best. I met him in person too. He's really cool. But Gigi's comment here is important. This is an important comment for Gigi because Gigi, she wasn't a regular person. She was always kind of this techie in the background, just like LaShawn, holla at your boy. She says, after becoming a creator, I stopped watching some folks. It created change in my perspective. And wait until you meet them in person. Wait until you meet Mr. Mobile in person. Wait until you meet Floss in person. Wait until you meet MKBHD in person. Wait until you meet all these people in person. Erica Griffin. Wait until you meet some of these people in person. Your perspective really is going to change because they're going to show you who they are, but when the camera's not on, because it's basically just a big giant party. All these events, the companies will bring a bunch of food and they give away. Everybody who walks in the door gets a door prize sometimes. Oh, here's a phone, here's a backpack, here's some pencils and pens and cups. That is how it works. And so influencers sometimes want to get paid to come to those events to help promote those products. And you know what? They're not wrong. Any creator, you should be looking for compensation. And it's kind of turned over to creator talk, but hey, it is what it is. Any creator, if you're a creator, you should be looking to get compensated at some point or another during your YouTube career. You can't work for free your whole time career. It's influencers that I don't like. I'm starting to like less average consumer. I met him in person, and you know, I'll leave it at that. I met Mr. Mobile. I met some of your favorite people in person, and all I can say is just wait until you meet some of these people in person. My man Floss, though, that's my man. 100 grand. Bored at work. I met him in person. We kicked it at an event once or twice. I just feel like you have to gauge who's creating like content for, hey, Tech Loving Mama, what's going on? See, you have to gauge as a viewer. Okay, so let's be clear here. Tomorrow is Samsung's event, right? I don't have the phone. I don't have the Z Fold. I don't have the Z Flip. I don't have none of their stuff. I have some accessories, but I don't have the phones. If Samsung sends them to me, I would have had them already. I would have had them 2 weeks ago with everybody else. Watch what happens. Same thing every year. It's not shade. They are influencers. They have the subscriber count to make companies believe that they're going to help them sell more devices. And the funny part is, I don't think they do. I don't think influencers are help bringing any more sales than the companies could possibly get. But I understand the company's viewpoint is free marketing. That's all it is. So tomorrow, when the embargo is up, if you don't know what an embargo is or a non-disclosure agreement, Google it. When the embargo is up and the non-disclosure agreement's signature time runs out, watch what happens when they just start to announce the phone. Look at your YouTube feed. It's like this, folks, every year. Get used to it. Those are the influencers.
Dude, my notifications go off. just I have them set that way purposely just to see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
I just know what's going to happen. It's kind of funny. One of my favorite guys doesn't come on and do videos that often. But when he does, I really get a real sense of what he says. And I don't know what this guy's like in real life, but yeah. I don't know how many of you follow him. His name is Jared Bush. I have no idea who it is. I just love his honesty. I love the way he talks, and it doesn't matter what device it is, big or small company. He literally tells you the negatives and the pros of what he like or didn't like. He doesn't hold back, and he throws an occasional little swear word in there in his videos. But I love what he throws out, and you only see like a video come from him like maybe once a month or once every 2 months, and it's just. And that's how long he actually uses what he's reviewing to give you the information that he's sharing. So, yeah, you know, and that's what I'm looking at, man. That's the kind of content I'm looking at because I feel like they're talking to me.
Well, that's good. That's okay. So how do I say this? When I make videos, I tried, and it probably doesn't look like it all the time, but like Grant, and it goes in part with what Grant is saying right here. First, let's check out Grant's comment. He says, people are already making videos on why you should or should not buy these unannounced devices. That I don't understand. I mean, you can give your opinion on it, but telling people not to flat out buy it is weird. But when I'm creating content, like I'm going to create content. We all just acknowledge I'm getting the Z Flip 3 at some point or another. I'm probably going to get the Z Fold 3 maybe. Anthony said he's getting the Z Flip 3. He's not interested in the Z Fold 3. When you're creating content, when I turn on that camera, the first thing that's happening with me is that whatever I'm reviewing, I am totally into it and I'm going to use it. Sometimes I do agree to review things that I'll probably give away later because I got paid to review that device. Like they'll pay me. They'll say, hey, here's $500. Need to review this monitor. Okay, great. But then eventually I'll just give the monitor away or something like, I'll take those videos because I want to bring some profit in for my channel so I can buy that phone I really wanted, but when I turn on that camera and I agree to review a product, most of the time I'm trying to review this product as though the person is sitting right here in front of me and that they're gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna buy this. I try to bring in, because after a while, I learned in the first 5 years of doing YouTube, my storage grew from a bunch of stuff I didn't need. And I was just accepting everything and I wasn't getting paid at all really for those product reviews. And I just was like, I got to take a different approach. I got to start bringing in things that are actually useful to me. And that's going to be beneficial to you. You might be in that same category. So I just feel like when it comes to being a creator, you have a voice and a platform, and the Z Fold 3 and stuff is going to drop. It's going to drop, and somebody's going to be swayed to buy it. I do this too, Mark. I do that too. Anthony, thoughts?
What's the question now?
Super chat.
I was reading.
Tanner, so
I was listening to you and then reading some of the feedback.
Yeah, I was reading the comments too.
Like, if you can shorten that into a question.
I guess I know how to multitask a little better than Anthony. Hey,
I had to work at midnight, man.
Man, you gotta loosen up, buddy. I'm just playing with you. I'm just playing with you.
Clackamas,
Don't
man.
do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Sure. What was it?
I'm not moving on. So we've acknowledged, appreciate Tanner for the super chat. We've acknowledged that a lot of us is going to get the Z Fold 3 and the Z Flip 3, but I don't have any quarrels with people who get the devices before me. But if I let my flesh kick in, I am a little salty sometimes, depending on what the device is, because there was a situation. I'll tell you this. There was a new launch of a ZTE device. I've been supporting ZTE for how many years? I can't even imagine. As soon as ZTE got a good device, they skipped me over for it. They didn't send it to me. They didn't send me their watch first, and they didn't send me their phone first. And I was pretty perturbed. I was like, hey, I called my PR Connect, was like, hey, listen, how are you going to skip me over and pay this guy? Nothing against the person. I don't watch him. I don't personally have anything against him. But I was like, this guy doesn't even like ZTE. And because he had 170,000 subs and I had 105 or 110 at the time or whatever, you skipped over me for this and paid this guy big dough. He did one video. I, in turn, got the device and did 5 videos, and we both put out the same type of video. And he put his out first, and he got the big payday. Both of our videos were unboxings and initial reviews. He only did that. I did 10 more videos, and my unboxing and review did triple what his did, and I didn't get any money for that. And so when I contacted ZTE, I said, listen, the PR Connect at that time, I was like, listen, I'm kind of done helping you. I've been promoting y'all and helping y'all since day one. Never took a payday, contrary to what people believe. ZTE has never paid me for doing a video for them. I just like the product, which is why I was buying their phones, giving them away to people at one point. I remember all those giveaways I did. They eventually said, hey, we're going to sponsor this video for you. Here's some phones, give them away. And I was like, it's about time. Thank you. And shout out to my man, Sammer and Brett. And they really came along and kind of pulled me into that community, which was one of the best things ever. But, when that happened, I was a little salty about that because the other creator or let me say influencer got the big payday and I didn't get anything, but I got all the views that he didn't get, that I knew he wouldn't get because he doesn't rock with ZTE like that. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't like their product. Yeah, so his own video on there. So when creators or when influencers get the phone, they already have them right now. We all know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I've been using this for 2 weeks and that's what's going to happen. We know what's going to happen. It's no shade. They're influencers. All their unboxings with their funny thumbnails. Ooh, they're going to come out at midnight probably. Who knows?
And over 50% of those videos are going to be their final review.
Exactly. But there's no shade on it, though. It's just that is why, you know, there should be an understanding now or the difference between a creator and an influencer. You know,
but you know what? My question to the viewer is this: do you want to know the device or don't you? Do you want to know through my experience what that device is doing for me, pros and cons, or don't you? Do you want one video to tell you that, or do you want 7, 8, or 9, or 10 videos to tell you that? Even in 4 videos, but you would think that you would want all the information that you can absorb on the experiences that people have to share before you would, if you're considering buying it and you're waiting, unless you buy it on day one and you could care less about a video. But if that's what you're doing, that's what we're trying to give you, man. We're trying to give you as much to go on, and then you do your part before spending your money. That's what those are reviews. Those are overviews. Those are update reviews. They're not final reviews.
Yeah,
you know,
I totally agree with that. I mean, I just know that when Samsung drops that phone tomorrow, there's, if you're old enough, I know you are, Anthony. There's tons of ways to skin a cat.
I know you.
For some people, some people don't know what that means, but there are tons of ways to skin a cat. If you know what it means, you just know what it means. There are tons of ways to skin that cat. And so if you don't get a device on launch day and you consider yourself to be a creator, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nope. You just keep it moving. You just buy the device. You know what I'm saying? Deepak says the average Joe doesn't know the huge difference between influencers and real passionate tech YouTubers. You know what? I kind of agree with that. They really don't. But it's not their fault either, because their focus is not a phone. Their focus is they had to pay their mortgage, or their insurance bill was due, and you know that's what they're focused on. And then their daughter dropped their phone and cracked the screen, and then you know they got to pay the water bill, so they don't really have the money to get this. So you're gonna have to get this phone right here until I can get some other money, or you got to get a job. Though when he said average Joe, that's what I've seen. I've seen plenty of young people, because what you see on TV and what you see on the big stage is that every young person has an iPhone, and that's the way it's supposed to be. Or they have a Galaxy phone or an iPhone, and you're cool if you have those things. I mean, yeah, that was like that a few years back, about maybe 4 or 5 years back, when I did a video, 2 of my girls, and you know, it was kind of just having fun. You know what I'm saying? You know, they like iPhones for whatever reason. And they told me, they was like, hey, if you don't have an iPhone in our school, you're not cool, which is sad. That's sad. I like Big House's comments right here. He says, I want to see at least 4 to 5 videos minimum on a device. And you are absolutely correct. That's not to say that people who don't do that are wrong. I just feel like as a creator, I owe it to the people that's watching this video that they're going to get at least that amount. I have to, because it means that I'm genuinely going to check out this device for them, because it does me no good to review the OnePlus 9 Pro and then never pick it up again. But if it's bad, I'll tell you it's bad. I'll say, you know what, you probably won't see this again. Or, you know, if you ask me about it, I'd be like, man, I gave it away already. I threw it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Checking out some comments here. Big Man 120 says, you can tell the influencers by the cookie cutter reviews they put out. The companies pretty much write the script. How you feel about that one?
Well, they probably give them a laundry list of what they want from them in those videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a script that they have to go off of, and they just implement their character into that script. But I'm sure that they have to follow a certain list of things that the company asks them to do. And once you do that, and if that's your video and that's what it's based off, then I'm a sucker for watching that. You know what I'm saying?
I like his comment. You know, he says, yes, 45 minimum, usually more than that for me. the higher the cost of the product. And you know what? If I'm being honest, I do that. I do that. Depending on what a device costs, I might want to put out a few more videos because, again, if I'm coming out of pocket on this, I got to make sure. And I'm trying to, let me go ahead and be transparent once again. If some creators won't say it on camera to the public, but I will. I don't care. When I buy something that costs $2,000 or $3,000, aside from my camera gear, okay, you know, I have like $3,000-$4,000 worth of camera gear total, not all separate, total. But when I buy a phone that's like over $1,000, that phone for sure is going to get at least 5 videos. And I'm going to break it up into as many sections as possible because, again, I know a lot of creators might not want to say it publicly, but I will. When the more money I spend, the more videos I'm going to do on that device, more than likely, because as the creator, I have to get my return back, or at least half. Now, on everything that I purchase, do I always make the money back double or not? No. The money that I lost on my Surface Duo videos. Okay, so I never really lost money on the Surface Duo videos. Remember, I bought the device's full cost, $1,700, sold it for $1,200. I won't even say what the person did to me, but I ended up giving them a little bit more off. So in the end, there was about a $600 loss on there, technically, all out of pocket. But all the money I made from those people watching those videos, which they still watch now, kind of covered that. And then I bought the device again at a much lower cost. And this time around, the Surface Duo is even more popular because it has the software updates and it's getting updated. So the revenue from Surface Duo videos, I could pay my mortgage several times over. It's just, that's no other way to say that. Yeah. So you need to get a Surface Duo if you want to bring some revenue to your channel. No, but don't just buy a Surface Duo. Don't just buy a Surface Duo just to bring in revenue. I mean, Grant's Surface Duo video has 20,000 views on it. 20,000. And I'm going to check and see when Grant put that video out. I don't know. I'm not trying to check his pockets for his revenue, but I just need to check and see when he put that video out. He put it out. Let me go to his subscription here because I got him in here. He put that video out. And just look, 5 days ago, let me share this screen here. Grant, going to put you on blast for a little bit. Shout out to Grant Likes Tech. Let me share this screen. This is what I'm saying, like, and this might be why you see a lot of creators doing content on the Surface Duo now because of the price drop, but I'm doing videos on it because I like it still. So look at Grant's feed here. Grant Likes Tech. The Surface Duo right here, he put this video out 5 days ago. He's got 11,000 views. First of all, he's a great content creator. This is the type, and I'm sure the revenue on this is kicking in. But he spent $700 on this probably. I'm hoping that he got his return on it because look at his unboxing video. His unboxing video is probably well over 20, I believe. 23,000 from just 2 months ago. You see? Crazy. So when I spend a lot of money, if you're not subscribed to, you're wrong. But when I spend a lot of money on a phone or device, I mean, again, I know a lot of creators probably will be embarrassed to admit that, but I'm not. I'm going to do a few more extra videos. So when he put that comment up saying, you know, the higher the price from Mark, I totally agree with that. Why wouldn't I want to put in some extra time and effort? I spent all this money, and as a creator, you know what I'm saying, I need to get it back, especially if I'm relying on it for something. My funding that I get from my channel, I buy other devices with it. That's what I do with it. Creators who do it well can influence and inform while providing crispy videos all in one. Some can, some can't. Hand clap to this person. I know there's something we already know already, but yeah, that's a great comment. That's true. Some people can put out a video and it's just fantastic. It's just fantastic, and they get it all in the same time.
Yeah, huge shout out to them, man.
Yeah. I watch big time tech influencers to see the products on day one, but listen to you guys for the real in-depth reviews. That's a huge compliment, man. I appreciate it.
That's awesome right there. Just to see that.
That's a huge compliment.
That's cool.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and get this comment some shine real quick. It's off subject, but Swappa and PayPal are robbing us resellers. I stopped using Swappa a while back. I don't know. Once I heard about the fees and stuff, I just stopped. Yeah. I just stopped. Let me see.
I still do okay on Swappa. Of course, I don't have to pay a lot of fees here in Portland, Oregon. So,
well, I feel like if you're going to be a person who's in the market for these devices that are getting ready to come up in tomorrow, they're coming. The Surface Duo is coming. It's coming hopefully by October. I'm probably going to grab the Surface Duo too. The design, if they keep I want them to do that other design with the little small camera. That's what I want, to keep the device as minimal as possible. But if they don't, man, I'm not going to sit on this video and tell you that I'm not going to get it, because I like the Surface Duo. So, and I know it'll have upgraded software, hardware, and it's just going to be a lot better, more than likely. But I don't want them to change the design too much. I don't want them to. I don't want them to change the design too much. I want them to stay in the area where they know that they're gonna help keep because the hardware on the Surface Duo is incredible, man. And you know what's so different about the Surface Duo? Yeah, I was watching him as a kid back there too, but what's so different on Surface Duo is people don't notice, but that $40 bumper, they're giving it to you in the box. Now you're paying for it, but then they threw those other colors out there. And obviously I bought another one for $40, but I wanted the color. So they give you enough in the box of the Surface Duo to get you going. You get a charging brick, you get some protection, hey, I just feel like the way the market is right now for buying and selling phones, for that comment on Swappa, talk about that for just a second, man. Selling on Swappa. When I sold on Swappa, I don't remember I haven't sold on Swappa in several years. I started going to Twitter just to get a direct sale without the middle people. So selling on Swappa is higher fees, I would assume. It's a higher fee. And when's the last time you sold on Swappa?
It was the S21 Ultra, just maybe a month and a half ago, a couple months.
Oh, you sold the S21 Ultra.
Oh, wait. No. I sold that to a buddy at work. It was, gosh, I can't even remember what smartphone it was. It might have been a few months ago. I can't remember what device it was, but no, the S21 Ultra. Here's the thing. I do, like Gigi said, she tries to sell to people. And I comment back. My thing is to try to sell locally as best as I can. If it doesn't work out that way, I'll post it on Swappa. And during the time that it's up for sale, I still try to advertise at work or whatever. Just tell people, hey, you looking for a phone? I heard you were looking for one. I got this phone. So I try to go that route first. If all else fails, then I go through Swappa. But I don't have to pay any taxes or anything. So I don't lose too much.
There's no taxes.
Right. So I don't lose too much with the other fees. But I understand.
Hold it down for a second, man. Hold it down for me. I got to go check on this dog. Hold on.
Okay. But I understand that a lot of you out there do pay those extra fees, and so I can understand why you wouldn't want to go that route. But again, I try to sell to family members, friends, coworkers. I try to have them spread the word. And if I can't get anything for the first few weeks, I then post on Swappa. And usually that happens pretty darn quick, and I don't lose too much. With the money that I make on YouTube for the videos that I put out, usually I can break even for what I do lose over at Swappa, or I end up making a little more. And that money goes directly into my smartphone bank. So I have a little bucket of money that I throw that money into, and that money circulates for newer smartphones. So that's the process. I don't rely on Swappa to be my go-to. It's only when all else fails. And for those of you that have to pay the tax, the extra taxes and so forth, I get it, man. Do what you can to sell locally first. And if there's any other way that you have that you can suggest in the feed that makes it more cost effective as far as a different type of place that I could go to, or anybody that's selling a device, that is going to be where you don't have to pay a lot of fees. Leave some information in the feed. That would be awesome to know that. So I go back to the stream here.
Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, I've heard of Macari too. So I have them as far as they're at, but I've not gone through Macari as far as selling any devices.
Where is Tony Pazzo? Tony Pazzo's probably at work.
Yes.
David says, I usually keep my phones until they break or unusable. And that is what I call a person getting their money's worth. That's how you do it. You keep it until it doesn't work.
And that's most average consumers, right, Jay?
Yeah,
I mean, isn't that?
That's most people. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's most people. So let me give a quick intermission here. Thank you guys for joining in. Every Tuesday, you can join us here. Tuesday night, Gigi will be live at her stream. So let me, if you don't know who Gigi is, I'll just put her up here. That's her right there. So she'll be live every Tuesday night after me. She'll be going live here in just a couple of hours. 3 hours from now, she'll be live. So be sure to check her channel out if you haven't already done so. But every Tuesday, me and Anthony will join you here. And we will talk about current topics. So we might have I might have a stream tomorrow. I don't know if Anthony can make it, but I might do a stream tomorrow just to discuss Samsung, or I might not. I might just wait until I get my device because I got a pre-order just like you. I may be a creator. There's a lot of creators out there that don't get the stuff early. they just don't get it early. They don't. I'm one of those creators. I don't get sometimes, depending on what device it is, but sometimes I'll get a device early. Sometimes I won't. But if I don't get it early, I don't care. I don't watch any other reviews unless I know the content creator and like or somebody I rock with regularly. But other than that, I just pre-order just like you.
Yep.
That's it.
Looking forward to that pre-order, are we? Yes, I am.
Yeah, man. The pre-orders has the site gone? Is anything gone live with that yet or no?
No, I haven't seen anything. Hey, do you know what with either one of those devices? Do you know what the extras are going to be? As far as
just that $100. Let me go to it right now. It's going to be probably going to be that $100. I got a link here.
I think with the Fold 3, they're actually going to throw in the charger.
That's a shame. That is a shame. That's just a shame that this. Look at where we're at, folks. Talk about that for just a second, folks.
But you have to buy the cable.
Look at how we are when it comes to Samsung, man. What is going on, man? We think they're going to throw in the charger. What kind of mess is that?
2,000 smacks, and you got to.
What kind of mess is that? Reserve yours there, folks. You can click on the link and reserve yours. Hey, the Hawks TV is in the building. So rumor, Gigi says there's a rumor that there's a rumor about a charger and a pen for the Fold, and whether we're going to get that or not.
The pen's part of that. Yeah,
that would be great. That would be freaking awesome.
Hey, you know what? I'll take the $100, man. That's
I just feel some type of way about that, man. You know.
Well, sure. I mean, for what used to come in the box, you now are looking forward to getting as a throw-in.
that just doesn't make. That just doesn't make any sense. I appreciate it, Grant. Grant is in the know. Go ahead and click that link, folks. Grant, I mean, it's just a shame that we might get a charger. That's horrible. So let me see what happens here. I'm going to go through this. Well, I don't want to do it live because it might pull up some of my private information. But he says I never buy a Samsung device at launch because they will probably drop the price pretty. Yeah, they always do. They drop the price really fast on Samsung devices. They drop them fast. Big House, hey, you know. Salute. I see you.
Pre-order.
Z Fold 2 Samsung Ultra is $650. They're crazy. I'm glad I sold my Z Fold 2, and I sold both of mine for $850 a piece. I sold both of mine for $850 a piece.
What was that? Did you sell?
I sold my Z Fold 2 and my S21 Ultra for $850 a piece.
I got 900 for the S21 Ultra.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So Sammy is definitely going to put down some numbers on here. It's incredible. I want to go through here real quick. Let me turn the screen off and get to another part of the screen, because I want to show you what's going to happen for you if in fact you do reserve. There's a screen on here where you choose, because you can add more stuff. So here it is here. Okay, so I can trade in a phone, and I can do Samsung, and I can do, it doesn't tell you how much though. But then you can add another one. You can trade in a tablet. This is the cool part. You know, it lets you choose which type you want. So I'm going to go to Samsung.com real fast. Because trading in two devices to get one, they're not going to, people think that they're going to slide you all this money. That's not going to happen. They are not going to just allow you to get a bunch of money on trade like they used to. That's not going to happen. So I'm going to go in here and see what the trade-in is. Some of this stuff. Yeah, here it is right here. Let me open this back up. This is a little ridiculous, but check this out. So your trade-in devices, if you go Samsung, they only got the S20s up here. They're crazy for thinking that you're going to give your Ultra up for $600. If you have a Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, folks, do not give that away. I can't officially tell you what to do, but I don't think I would ever trade in my Samsung Note 20 Ultra for $600. Switch over to Apple. Here's the trade-in prices. They all look at this, man. It's a 12 Pro Max 600. They're crazy. They're crazy. No way.
Yeah, I make more. I would make more over at Swap as selling a 12 Pro Max there.
The Z Flip, Gigi said was $350. Is it on? Oh, they're so wrong. The Tom Brown joint, man, $325. That device was $2,800. They're crazy. The Z Flip, $325. They're crazy, son. They are crazy. Folks, you got to be. This is why I say I don't have a trade-in this year. This is why they're letting you trade in multiple devices.
Because they're lowering the price point.
Look at what they're doing to Google. The Pixel 5, $325. Are they freaking crazy?
They're lowering the price point of what they used to give you.
Yeah.
So you trade in two devices to make up the difference of what they used to do for
LG
one.
like they the projects or something like that. They get the ghetto, the hood, a wing for $200, a Velvet for $125. Son, they're a V60 for $125, a G8 $80. They're treating LG like they just a slum gangsters in the hood or something like that. They're crazy.
I'm surprised they don't put OnePlus up there as trade-in.
In the face. A 5G Razr, $175. That phone costs $1,700 or something like that, right?
Yeah,
that's freaking crazy. Samsung is freaking crazy for these trade-ins,
and that's why they're giving you the charger and the pin.
That's freaking crazy. And look, Samsung has slipped and bumped their head. That's that Tom Brown Thorn Brown, that thing cost $2,800, I think, when it came out after taxes, or almost $3,000 after taxes. They're freaking crazy, son. There's no way. If people give these devices up, you're freaking crazy. You're just a sucker. I got love for Samsung. I got love for Apple. I got love for Motorola, LG, Google. If you trade in your devices for these prices, folks, you freaking crazy. You're freaking crazy. The iPhone 12, $500. Are they crazy? That's like half the price, man, of the lowest one. They're freaking crazy. Yeah. They're not even going on memory. Now, here's the comparison. Look at this. I'm going to go over to Best Buy gives better trade-ins than Samsung for some of their devices. Check out what they do sometimes. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Yeah, Best Buy has some good trade-in values. They do. Let me pull that screen up and share that one real quick. All right, so let me stop sharing this one. And we'll go to a different screen. We'll go to Best Buy, trade in, share. Now check out Best Buy real quick. If I can get the screen up here. All right. Best Buy's trade-in is crazy. So you look at, let's see what they're giving you for an iPhone, and then we'll go ahead and do iPhone. And I like that they go by memory option. I love this. I love it. That way, you know, you're getting the highest you can get. So does your device have any cracks? Nope. It's in good condition. Yes. Everything's cleared. They're giving $775 for a 512 gig. Now, obviously, that's better than. Now, let's check a lower memory. What is it, 128 or something like that? Let's check the lowest one and see what they say. No, good, yes. Same price. Look at this. They're giving more than Samsung. That's crazy right there. That's good. That's good.
I guess I'll be hitting up Best Buy.
Yeah, now let's check out a Samsung product. Let's check out a Samsung product. Let's just go, we'll do Galaxy Note Ultra. Because remember, Samsung's doing what? 500 or 600 or something like that. We'll go unlock. We'll go 512. Mystic Black. Continue. No good. Yes. 600. They're matching Samsung. But that's if you're buying an S21. So we go back here and we switch it to Galaxy. And check this out. Z Fold 2. Unlocked. Black. Continue. No good. Yes. 500. They're freaking crazy, man. They are crazy, son. There is no way. Yeah, Best Buy is only taking one, though. You're right, Gigi. They're only taking one. Let me put that up here. Where is it coming? Yeah, they're only taking one. So if Samsung, because it seems like what Samsung is doing is they're splitting the cost between both of their devices. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you would have been getting for almost one device, they're now just putting it in two. That's all they're doing.
It's manipulative.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
That's all they're doing.
That's all they're doing. I got a feeling. I almost went into one of my frat brothers. I got a feeling somebody's trying to creep in my house. Can't say the rest because I don't talk like that anymore. Yeah.
You want me to get my guitar?
All right. I want to pause for the cause, and I want to say, if in fact you are a member of Team Pixel, after this stream, I want you to go to your email box. And I want you to look in your email box. That's what I'll say.
That was good. I was going to share that, but I didn't know if I should or shouldn't.
Well, I mean, there's Team Pixel members all over the place. So if in fact you are a Team Pixel member, make sure you go check your email after this stream. There's a surprise waiting for you.
Do not forget to check that email. Do not forget.
Yeah, if you're a Team Pixel member, please check your inbox. There's something waiting for you. I hope you enjoy it too. So I feel like when it comes to the Team Pixel thing, let me say this, and because I just want to say this for the people that ask all the time. Team Pixel is invite only. If you get into just doing this discussion real quick, if you're a member of Team Pixel, first of all, let me say this. I'm gonna give two statements, and please answer accordingly. If you just became a member of Team Pixel, or you think you're about to be accepted, you don't respond at all. Do not reveal who you are. Okay. If you have been a member of Team Pixel and you currently still are since whatever time you joined, you've been a Team Pixel member longer than the last 30 days, raise your hand in the comments. if you are a Team Pixel member and you've been in a Team Pixel member since the last 30 days, please raise your hand in the comments. I don't want to see anything from new people that are probably going to be a Team Pixel member or you think you're going to get accepted. If you are a Team Pixel member and you've been in there for the last, if you've been a part of the official Team Pixel gang, you know who you are. I am. I think Anthony is too.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe Trent is. If you are one of those people who, if you're in this stream, tell me about it. Tell me who you are. Yeah, tell me who you are. I'm pausing for the cause. Tell me who you are. I want to see how many Team Pixel members are in this stream.
I think I only see Trent's Tech.
Trent Tech. I think Grant is. I'm about to say it's always a delay. It's a delay. It's not that it's a club big house. It's just that you're handpicked by certain people, and you're invited to get the devices before other people, and or they'll time it to what's going on. Jiggle 223. Jiggle 223.
He says hashtag Motorola.
See, that's the thing. I love answering questions like this. First, we gotta give it up to Jiggle 223. Jiggle 223. Jiggle 223. I love the YouTube names. I love this stuff. It's incredible. So I know Grant is one. Trent is one. Technically, T, I thought you were on there too. So a couple things about being a part of Team Pixel. You can be a part of Team Pixel all you want to, and some of you guys are already a part of Team Pixel because you purchase and you like Google products. That's me. I buy a lot of Google products. Google sent me the Galaxy A Buzz, and I had already bought my own. I was like, oh, snap. Okay, so yeah. Gigi, stop it, man. Remember that I used to be. Okay, so there's only a few of us in here. Trent, T, me, and you, and Grant. So like 5 of us. But you can be a part of Team Pixel. But you don't have to be a part of the official thing with Google. It's like I'm loyal to BlackBerry to the end. So let me tell you something. If BlackBerry comes back, I'm sorry, man. I'm just biased to BlackBerry. That's not nothing I've never said before. I love BlackBerry OS so much, but I also like stock Android. So my 2 devices will be a BlackBerry Passport 2 and a Google Pixel, whatever it is. And I'll have whatever iPhone it is too. And then my 4th line would just be whatever I'm, like testing phones with sometimes. But there's no way to join, folks. You have to be hand selected by someone at Google. If you're good enough, if you've shown that you're loyal or you really like Google products, don't go out and ask to be a part of something that you really don't know what it's about. So those people that are in Team Pixel, did you go request to get in? Or did somebody just mysteriously send you an email and say, hey, welcome, would you like to join up with us? That's probably how it went, right? Is that how you did it, Anthony?
Yeah, I got an email.
Did you ask did you ask to join in at some point or another?
Yes, I did. I was able to get in touch with.
Don't say people's names.
No. I was able to get in touch with a specific person who told me that I would have to wait and just be patient and keep creating content and keep doing what I love. And then that moment came. I got an email. It was 2 years later. You
know what? I'm so glad.
And I'm going to tell you something. You got to be patient, work and enjoy what you do. And then at some point you get, so you some of these things just don't happen. They just don't happen. But in between that, if you love, I was about Nexus, and when the Pixel smartphones came out, I didn't stop buying a Pixel device because I was told no.
Hmm.
I bought the Pixel device because I loved what they were about. And when that time came, I got an email, and I was more than excited. And I still am as excited today as I was then before. So it's when that time comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Is
But
it just
if
is it
you
just about
enjoy
getting a free
if you
phone?
enjoy the product, don't stop using the product because you were told no.
Is it just about getting a free phone for you? Because I think that's why a lot of people always say, "Well, how can
No,
I join Team Pixel?"
no, and it's not about the free phone.
Because
It's
nothing is
because
free.
it's about really enjoying what I enjoy, and I think they knew that. I think they knew
Yeah.
what they were doing with me, and that was just a part of the process. If it was still no Jay today, I'd still be buying the Pixel. I'd still be using the Pixel, and yeah, I'd be spending my hard-earned money on it. So don't let that be your one desire. And as far as, well, I'm going to do this to prove myself, or I'm going to do this. And you know what? Just be you, man. Just be you. When the time's right, it'll happen.
It took him 2 years to get a response back. See, this is why I tell people don't ask, and I always tell creators, don't go out asking other creators to get you into something because you see the creators. Oh snap, Jay got the pics. I've had people tell me Jay's only saying that phone is good because they sent it to him. Jay's only saying that phone is good because they sent it to him. Look what I got right here. 2 OnePlus phones from a company that wouldn't send me jack. What did I do? I kept buying. I said, as much as OnePlus, I reached out to OnePlus and said, can I get a free phone? They was like, we don't have any. I was like, okay, you don't have any. Okay, no problem. I'll just keep buying your products. You know what the best that OnePlus has done for me? They let me join their affiliate program. Okay? They let me join their affiliate program. What's going on now?
Now, I've put information in for that as far as becoming an affiliate for OnePlus. I haven't gotten anything back on it.
Let me tell you. You want me to be transparent? You know me. I don't freaking care. I don't worship money. I don't have to have a bunch of money. I don't have to. I'll go ahead and be transparent on the stream, and I don't care if OnePlus sees it or not. Here's the expectation you should expect if you get invited and you accept the OnePlus program, affiliate program. I accepted the program. They don't want to send out a lot of phones and stuff like that. So I accept the program. And I said, I'm just going to keep buying. Here's what you can expect. I joined the affiliate program. I made, to this day, I'll log into my account real quick. I won't show you the stuff because it's some stuff on there they might not want you to see, but I'll tell you what sales I've done for them and what I've made. So this will set some expectation for you. I've done some sales too. People have purchased the phones based on my my link. People have bought phones. So let me see if I can find the total sales because it's kind of confusing. Let me see here. How do I products?
And while you're looking for that, Jay, I did want to add something to the whole Pixel invitation. I've had other creators send me information to ask if I wanted to join or get a product. They send me an email, which I was very obliged and very thankful that they would want to share that with me. In other words, they would tell these companies about me, and they would get the okay to send me their email or whatever, so I could submit some information, send them some videos to look at, and so forth. So yeah, I've gotten that, and being part of the YouTube community that I'm a part of, I'm very blessed to have others, recommend me, and so I've had that. So that's always a blessing.
I think I found it. I found this year's sales. So I've made them. Okay, now you ready for these astonishing numbers? This sets some expectation, and I'm not saying that they're doing wrong by me because, I'm not doing anything. I just have their links in my description box sometimes. And they've made $5,240.25 from 10 sales. And I've only earned $120. Can't be any more honest than that. So that's what you could expect, at least from when I've joined the OnePlus affiliate program. That's all I've got. I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. But I'm not going to trash one. And obviously, I'm being very open about things that are private. Like, people hate to talk about money for some reason, but I don't freaking care. I don't worship money. You should not love money that much. You know, yes, money can help you pay your bills and buy you stuff sometimes, but don't worship it, folks. It's just money. Give it away when you can. Do nice things for people. The basic things that you should do in life. You know what I'm saying? So that percentage is, let me show you my percentage. That percentage is 0.5. That's not even 1%.
Wow.
That's 0.5. So, you know, I just feel like when it comes to, no, that's less than 2%. That's 0.5. The thing about, this is why you shouldn't want to just join programs. And again, leading back to Team Pixel, there's some advantages. There's some advantages. Yes. Okay. So they might send us the phone ahead of time, but you know what I suggest you do? Show your love for Google anyway and buy another phone. Support the company. That's what I'm doing. Whatever they don't send me, I need to go buy the other version of it because I want to see what it's all about. I've done that multiple times. They sent me the 5. I bought the 4A5G. I wanted the 4A5G. They wouldn't send it to me. I tried to ask. They said, there's no campaign for that. Okay, boom. I'll go buy my own. Why not?
Just bought it. You know
exactly.
that.
Exactly. I bought another one. So why, if you really love to support a company or you really love to be a part of something, you got to learn to navigate. I can't tell you all of the tricks and the secrets to navigate in the YouTube space, getting companies to recognize you. Because when you think about it, here's something for you to think about. If you are a part of Team Pixel, you're officially there. You see, it took Anthony 2 years to get a response. If you are officially there, okay, 2.5. Okay, my bad. Has Sam. Hey, I've been out of college. I've been out of college for a long time. Okay, so you got me. If you genuinely want to be a part of something, do it without asking. Like, there's people that are a part of Team Pixel and they had no idea that they were on the radar to get selected to be in Team Pixel, and other people were already telling people this person is great. This person is great. Might want to give them a look. That's why I tell people, don't ask me to get you into something, because let me go ahead and be transparent again. I used to be at a place where I kind of still am. I ain't nobody that important at all, but I still have a voice, and I like to use my voice and share my voice. If somebody's good, I'm going to tell somebody else that this person is great. And I frequently do that. I'll leave it at that. So I invited someone to something, and I told the company, this person is great. The person played me. They got the product. They didn't review it and burnt off. I was pissed because the company comes back to me and say, hey, I thought you said. That is why I tell people, if I put my name on something and I invite you to something that's exclusive, enjoy it, man. Don't play me. Don't try to make it seem like you're really into this and you're really not. I don't like when people do that, which is why I very seldom recommend people publicly anymore. Or I'll put you on the website and say you're great. You know, if I like you, I'll do that. But I'm not going to be breaking my back to get people into things that I'm into. If I invite you, if you see my name on something and it's a company said that I invited you, trust and believe it's real. I will only send you something that's going to be beneficial to you. You have the option to determine, because recently, I don't need to say what it is. I recently had about 25 people that I gave something to and to help get them some funding for their channel. And it's the easiest thing you'll ever do. If you don't want to do it, that's on you. Yeah, that's on you. But I recommended you, so that means that you're somebody special, at least in my eyes. I think you're great. And I think you'd be a good fit because you're a hard worker. That's the reason I recommend you. But this person says, so what was the company that worked with you? the one that sent you some phones for review. I have a lot of companies that send me stuff, not a lot of phones, but obviously I'm a part of Team Pixel, and ZTE has sent me phones before. I can't remember Samsung. I was in Samsung's commercial. They sent me a phone before.
LG?
Yeah, LG. I did LG. I mean, I've done a whole bunch of stuff like that, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna have a different attitude about it just because I'm getting the product and there's no strings attached as far as like I'm not getting compensated financially. Like Team Pixel, whoever you are, if in fact you are a part of Team Pixel officially, when you get that email, I suggest you respond. Don't respond if you're not going to do videos on the product. If you're not going to promote.
That's what I was going to say.
But listen though, you don't have to. If you're a part of Team Pixel, they're not saying do a video on this. They actually have no strings attached. But if you're a creator, I think in the subtext of that, they're kind of thinking they're going to do a video anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
No, for me, that's my way of saying thank you. I'm still going to continue the fun, the work that goes into the fun that I have. I'm going to treat that device just like I do any device that I buy and bring in. It's going to go through that same reviewing process.
Yeah.
That's something that's in me that I want to do, but that's also saying thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to represent.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I feel about it too. That's why when I bought my Pixel Bud A's, I didn't return them. I was like, you know what? I didn't even know that Google was sending these out, and I bought these, and I said, "Oops, I didn't return."
I remember that video.
They're brand new over there. I'm probably gonna just hold them for a giveaway. Maybe I'll give away a Pixel 4a and a Pixel Buds A. Maybe I'll do that. But the fact of the matter is, if you're a creator and you're in this space, most creators who are 99% of the people who are creators and they get a Team Pixel invite or they're into Team Pixel, you know, they're going to do a video. But in those documents, I don't think it says you have to, but it's just a way to say, and I also go back and buy more Pixel products. I was doing it anyway before Team Pixel, so I'm going to continue to do it. This person right here, I guess all the creators that are in the chat right now and and you're on the stream with me, but if you're a creator and you see this question, I want you to answer it. I'll go first. Type your comment and let's answer this question for Jiggle223. Jiggle223. We're going to answer the question for Jiggle. Okay, so what company has worked best with you? I have several. The top company is going to be ZTE and Google and LG. Those three right there, all my phones just went off when I said the G word. Those three right there really put it down for me. ZTE, Google, and LG. When LG was booming like that, man, they put in work. They helped me out a lot. And Google obviously is at the top of the list. And Samsung, I've worked with Samsung, and I'm now starting to get back into some works with Samsung, but I'm not getting any phones from Samsung. So, but if I do get a phone from Samsung, I will tell you. But if you're a creator, what company worked best? What did they give you? Like, name some of these big brands that actually reached out to you like, boom, what's up? Because I've worked with a lot of brands, but the ones that I think did the best by me were LG, ZTE, and Google. And Samsung did right by me too, in a lot of areas. But what about you, Anthony?
Well, for me, it was a huge shout out to LG. I'm going to miss them a lot. LG, my name was recommended to them, and I was able to send them an email, and they got me in, and I was able to be blessed before they shut down their mobile division. So LG was very communicative and very supportive. Google, this is year 2 for me. So they've been nothing but awesome. But then I have case companies that I work with, and I get to and the emails with the case companies. They get kind of personal, and it's really cool that they talk to me not just as a YouTuber who's going to review their products, but they talk to me as a real person too. And that's whether it's Tudia, Poetic, UAG, recently Ghost Tech, and hopefully I'm not forgetting anybody, but. You know who they are. I mean, and who you
don't
are.
Have the TCL deal. You don't have a deal. You don't have a TCL PR Connect.
No,
You know,
and
I recently
actually,
linked up with them about a year ago, and it's been fantastic. I guess they saw that I buy a whole bunch of TCL TVs and stuff, and I guess they figured this guy really likes TCL products. So, you know, they reached out to me.
yeah, I was able to have another YouTuber send me some information on that, and I've sent out an email to that company, and now it's just sit back and wait and see what happens. You know,
Yeah.
so but no, I've been very blessed, and only 2 smartphone companies, and they've treated me awesome. It's again, it's just been a blessing. Really
Yeah,
has.
I mean, to be in the talks with Rinky is Rinky has been taking care of me for years.
Rinky's another one. Yes.
Yeah, Rinky has been taking care of me for years, man.
Thank
It's
you.
incredible. A lot of case manufacturers I've dealt with over the years, but I've definitely gotten into like Whitestone Dome has, you know, they've been very supportive of the channel, and even though I suck at putting on those glasses sometimes, every year, every time a product comes out, they still reach out to me and say, hey, you want to go ahead and do it? You know, and I'm like, man, I appreciate it, man. I know I'm sucking at y'all's product reviews, like putting it on and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm going to keep trying. You know what I'm saying? So Michael says, I've had companies say I was on the list and then been ghosted with no reply or follow-up. In a situation like this, here's what I would recommend as a creator. Because the fact of the matter is, this happens to me several times a day. Or, well, when I used to request stuff, like I would only have like a 1% return, like 1 out of 10. You know, this should be expected as a creator, because you're competing against a million other creators, and if you don't have at least 5,000 subs or whatever their requirements are, because remember, the companies have requirements. They're going to say, listen, you got to have at least 100,000 subs. I've referred people before, and because they didn't have 5,000 subs or they didn't have 10,000 subs, the companies wouldn't deal with them. And I was like, I did my part. I don't make the rules. They didn't tell me that until afterwards sometimes when I've done that. But the fact is, creators, you got to put in the work, man. And putting in the work is basically just doing something you love on YouTube. Like when the Z Fold 3 comes out. Z Fold 3 comes out tomorrow, or gets announced tomorrow. The Z Flip 3 gets announced tomorrow. You're going to see probably, like we talked about earlier, you're going to see a lot of creators putting out their videos already of their first impressions. So you as a content creator who and myself included, I don't have the devices either. So am I going to watch these creators? Probably not. I might watch Floss and I might watch MKBHD, and that's pretty much it. If I'm being honest. I might watch those two, and that's probably it, you know, because I know they have theirs already more than likely. And I limit myself on people that I watch because I want to make sure that it doesn't blow the excitement for me. And if any creator that says that they don't feel like that, I don't think you're being honest with yourself. We all are influenced by someone. We all are influenced by somebody, whether we want to admit it or not, you know. So getting rejected is a good thing. That should make you feel a heck of a lot better than everybody's just saying yes to you and you putting out crappy work. You should want to put out some kind of quality work and find your style as a creator, because we're gonna listen. I'm gonna get in on the unboxing and first impressions and review of the Z Flip 3 the best way I can, even if I don't get it on day one. I don't care. Like when it launches and the pre-orders go live, I might not pre-order. I might try to wait that 30-day rotation, because you know they're going to drop the price. They are going to drop the price. This is just how it is. Yes, there's going to be some deals on the initial with the credits and everything, but they're probably going to drop the price.
Well, and then your own carrier may have a good deal too going on too. So,
Yep. So the Pixel 6, folks. The Pixel 6, you know what? Give your predictions on the Pixel 6, Anthony. Meaning, how well do you think it's really going to do? How do you think
that's a great question, because you look at the Google Pixel 5a that's going to come out for $450, which is going to be $50 less than what the Google Pixel 4a 5G was, right? So when you look at that device, will that be the killer for the 6 and the 6 Pro? I mean, what if you're saying, I don't want that, I'm going to wait for the 6 Pro, but then you start watching some of your favorite YouTubers, like yourself, and everybody's like raving about it 2-3 weeks in, and you don't want to wait to fall because you're not patient enough. You pick it up and you're like, wow, this is amazing for 450 smacks. Does that then not allow you to pick up the 6 and 6 Pro, which you initially wanted to, or maybe you buy it anyway? But I think that the 6 and the 6 Pro are going to do really well. I really do. But my intrigue is, how well will the 5A do, and will that cut into the sales of the 6 and the 6 Pro? Because, well, a lot of folks, they're just not going to be patient and want to wait. So I don't know. I think the techies are going to go for it regardless. I think you probably end up getting all 3 of them. Yeah. I'll probably get 2. So and if Google sends me one. And again, huge shout out to them. I'm going to buy the one I don't get.
I just want to experience it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just going to be interesting. I kind of wondered, what place is the 5A belong in comparison to the 6 Pro?
This is how I think they're going to do. I think the 6 and the 6 Pro are going to do fantastic. I think the 6 and the 6 Pro are going to probably be the device of the year for a lot of people, because we know what Samsung is getting ready to do, and we know what Apple is getting ready to do. They're not getting ready to change their designs that much and bring anything new to the table. The 6 and the 6 Pro are completely different. They're completely different from the 5. So I think, sitting right here right now, the 6 and the 6 Pro should be on a ton of people's phone of the year radar, just based on what Google has done to go back into the flagship arena. I'm just thinking that a lot of people are going to say, you know what, it's more hype surrounding the 6 devices, because for some reason everybody wants Google to succeed. Now, as far as the 5A goes, there's always a market for a lower cost device of the same caliber almost. We know the cameras on the 5A are going to blow away every other phone. It's going to blow away Apple's for photos. It's going to probably blow away Apple's for video. Who knows? We don't know yet, because we've heard they've improved with the 6 and 6 Pro, but we'll see what they do with the 5A. But some people are saying it's just a rebranded Pixel 5. Okay, even if it is, the Pixel 5 was a beast. It still is. So if you look at the Pixel 5A, his place, the Pixel 5A's place is going to fit right in with today's market. I think I said it on another video, tons of people should be buying the Pixel 5A. That device should never be in stock. They should have an overflow, just crazy sales on the Pixel 5A. The Pixel 6 and 6 Pro are for people who were not upset with Google for the previous devices, but wanted a flagship, because now Google is marketing them as flagships. They're saying, you wanted it, here we go. I think Grant Likes Tech said it best in another setting. People want these higher price devices, but they don't want to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? So with the Pixel 5A coming in at $450 possibly, that device should never be in stock. It should never be. It's going to have a 6.4-inch display too, so it should never be in stock. It should be sold out everywhere all the time. Now,
which really surprised me. I thought it was only going to be like a 5.8 or a 6.
No. They already have those. They have all of those right now.
Yeah. So when it said 6.4, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the 6 Pro is probably going to never be in stock. I don't think it's ever going to be in stock. I think the 6 Pro, also depending on that one color, that first color, that gold one is probably going to stay out of stock. But I just think that Google's doing it. They learned a lot from the Pixel 4 launch. The Pixel 4 and 4 XL got such bad press, and people were like, this is overpriced and blah, blah, blah. But people do that to companies all the time. These influencers do that all the time. They try to help write off devices prior to them even coming out, which I think Gigi or Grant, one of them was saying earlier. I just feel like when the time comes, every company has their shot at being on top. And right now, Google probably learned so much from the Pixel 4 launch. You see what they did? They brought out the 3A, the 3A XL, the 4A, the 45G, the Pixel 5. They killed it with those devices. They killed it. Absolutely, all of those were wonderful devices. There's nothing more to it. Those are wonderful devices. So I feel like When this next trio of devices comes from Google, it's going to blow people out of the water. People are going to talk trash about the 5A. We already know this. They're going to say, they shouldn't have brought this out. It's just this, it's just that. You know what? Go sit down. Just go sit down and just accept the reality that Google has the best smartphone camera. So we wouldn't have this Gcam crap floating around. Everybody wants Google's cameras, but they don't want to buy Google's phones, which is silly to me. If you want it, buy it. If you want the real Google experience, buy a Pixel. What fold do you have? Oh, he's asking somebody. I was like, what the heck? I thought he was asking a question to us. Let me see. Let's get another. Post your questions down below. Here's Grant right here. Here's Grant. I'm glad Grant spoke up on this. He said, I don't get people saying Google screwed 5 and screwed up the 5 and the 4A. I don't understand that. Yeah, people are saying that they're screwing over the Pixel 5 owners and the 4A owners by bringing out the 5A. That's just not true. How is it? There's a device for everybody. The Pixel 5A is going to be bigger than all of those devices. And some people don't. I think Grant's like, me and Grant have a lot of things in common. We both like small, powerful devices at some point or another. I think I've heard Grant say that multiple times. Where are the compact small? Grant still has his original Sony compact. Where are the small compact devices? This is what Google was doing. They gave you the 3A XL. They gave you the 4 XL. They gave you the 4A 5G. They're giving you every level of a device so you don't have anything to complain about. Stop complaining. They're giving it all to you. Some people, well, the 4A is too small. Okay, well, get the Pixel 5. It's just one step higher. The Pixel 4A has an even bigger screen. The Pixel 5A has an even bigger screen, supposedly. This is going to be one of the most amazing. This last quarter of 2021 is going to be incredible. I mean, we're talking about some fire launches. Fire launches. It's going to be incredible. Google is right there in the running at the top of the list. Go ahead, Anthony.
I was just gonna say weather's been great this summer. The summer's just been, but yeah, it's and I want it to last for so. But yet I want to get to fall to get these devices. You know what I'm saying? I want them right here. I'm that excited because I think you're right. I think I think ever since the 4XL, which was priced when it came out at $900, was that the price point? Yeah, and to me, I love that device. I have the 4XL right now. I have the white edition. But I think it was a little too much for what was, at the time. But I think Google really looked at their game plan and said, what can we do? And I think you're completely right, Jay. They've given you every option to say that one, if that doesn't work, do your homework, man. You have other choices. Or you can go backwards and purchase a 2XL. You can still purchase other devices that cost so much less right now that are still very functionable in 2021. There's no excuse.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's correct. I think I'm looking at some of the feedback in the comments here, and they were talking about how Google is screwing over certain people, their customers, by bringing out the 5A, just like Samsung did with the FE line and Apple did with the SE line. And I kind of agree with the Apple situation because of how much their phones cost, but all the other phones are a little bit lower in price in a lot of situations. So I think, what does it say? Let me go back here.
Now, when they say they screwed you over, are they saying this from experience with the device in hand, or
they're talking about internals versus the price versus the same thing in a higher price device, basically. Like the iPhone SE, the second generation, came out with the same internals as the iPhone 11. It's like, what? It's like, what in the world? Like, why would they do that to their consumers? That's the first thing I thought of. It's like, wow, you're just gonna bring out this device and put out the same internals as your iPhone 11, which costs like $400 more. It's like, whoa, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. But look, at the end of the day, you don't have to buy it.
True. That would be true. That would be true. That would be true. That would be true. So I'm looking for a lot of you guys to, before the Surface Duo drops, to experience the Surface Duo current generation. Let me grab mine. It's back here behind me. Hold on. I really, really, really enjoy this device. It's incredible, man. And for those that have not experienced it yet, I just think you're missing out on a piece of tech that you could have now at such an affordable price. This is like the future of smartphones, man, and tablets altogether. This is the way it should be done. Some people try to laugh at the split down the middle, but this is super functional. Having
that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me.
It is fantastic because you can literally have two devices at the same time. You can have two at the same time. When this first launched, I think it was more along the lines of, because we know that people are afraid of change. Let's be clear here. People are afraid of change. You can literally, this runs so much better than the Fold when it comes to running two devices, two applications. People are afraid of change. Let's just be clear here. People are afraid of change. And it had nothing to do really with the Surface Duo being a bad device for software. We all acknowledge that. Let's be clear. We acknowledge that it has some challenges at the beginning. But all the people out there that are still riding that wave, I own the Surface Duo and I own the Fold 2 at the same time. And they were both my only daily drivers at one point. And wow, the functionality, and because I don't think people are buying the Surface Duo for cameras. And that's why in my other video, I put in there, I said, I really hope that the Surface Duo doesn't have that giant camera bump on the back. I hope they don't do that. But if they do, you know, like, what could I possibly do? Either I'm not going to buy it or I'm going to buy it, and I'm probably going to buy it. I'm probably going to get it because, I mean, I want to see what the improvements are. I want to see if they really change anything enough for me. And if I don't like it, I'll sell it. You know me, I hate doing return. I'm not the return type cat. I would just rather just sell it.
I got a big feeling you're going to like it. I got a big feeling you're going to like it.
I don't know, man. I might not be able to make it past the hardware. I might think that if they do have that giant camera bump, I might say, you know what, this is trash. I can't get past this. I didn't buy this for cameras. I bought this for functionality.
Oh,
have you used your email on here before, man? It's crazy.
You're definitely going to need a case for that camera bump if that's what it's going to look like.
Well, you know, they'll probably have that in the box. They'll have that in the box.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, email on here is just incredible, man. Having the email experience, I can reply to something on one side and hit a link. It's just incredible. Spanning things across the screen is just sick. It's just sick. It's just crazy, man. I mean, I just really enjoy this device so much, man. And I'm really hoping that, because the cameras on here, even though I didn't buy it for the cameras are totally doable, man. They're totally doable. And I love my OtterBox. I bought this case, man. This is how I store mine, man. I drop it right in here like this, and it is protected. I've dropped it like this before too, and it survived because it's got the bumper on the inside. And then a lot of people are breaking their Surface Duos too because they're dropping them on this corner right here, and it's cracking the back and cracking the corner. Hey, people laugh at me for using OtterBox.
You know, Jay, you know what I say? You know what I always say, Jay? You got to protect your investment.
Yeah, I use OtterBox.
Hey, huge shout out to Juan Bagnell. He's on the stream.
Yeah, I saw him.
Let me know.
BW1 is here. What?
I've been using the N200 during this whole stream. How does it look? How does it? It's not even hot.
He's talking about the OnePlus N200.
The OnePlus N200.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does everything look good? Does everything sound good?
It sounds good. It sounds good. It looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's doing amazing.
It does.
Loving it.
This OtterBox is either $50 on sale or it comes at different prices, man. But I can tell you, it's true. If you don't have this on your Surface Duo, man, it will save you such a. It's so nice. It's so comfortable, and I've done a couple of videos on it. There's a link where you can grab yours. You can check that current pricing, but I've done so many videos. I've done 2 videos on it because I actually use it. So I bought it and gave you my initial impressions. And I think I bought it back at the beginning of July, and then a couple of weeks later, I did a follow-up video. I mean, because I'm actually using it. I like to hold on to my products, and the current pricing right now, if you go directly to OtterBox, you can get it for $40, $49. You can use the link I just provided for you and grab it for the same price on Amazon. You can have it kind of next day, or whatever your Prime is. But yeah, man, the OtterBox case for the Surface Duo is the truth. I was like, there's no sales pitches here, man. I buy the stuff, I buy what I want, and I do a review on it a lot of times. And I'm telling you, for the Surface Duo, this is your best bet as far as like protection for your Surface Duo, because you want it when you're not. First of all, if you, it's a shame that, have you seen it now where your phone, you can set these reminders in your phone to tell you to take a break? Folks, you should be able to take a break from your device. Having a phone like the Surface Duo is a great way to take a break, or a device like a Surface is a good way to take a break from your device. Close it up or put it in the case. That way you don't have to jump to it every time it beeps. Have you been around those people that every time their phone beeps, they're fumbling like every second? Boop, boop. They're grabbing their phone for every notification. Ugh. Give it a rest, folks. Having something like this has helped me. I also turn my phone's face down, and I'll leave it across the room, or whatever. I just think having tech is fun. Everything, we can enjoy it, but we definitely need to go live life. You have to go to the park. You have to go. I went on a hike this past weekend, or kind of went to this big open waterfall. It was so dope. You got to get out and have some fun. Tech will be here. It's not going anywhere. YouTube will be here. It's not going anywhere. Give yourself a break from it. Gigi, Bad News Brown, you already know. I used to be rocking those belt clips back in the day, man. I did it. I still would do it now, but I wouldn't wear the belt clip. I like clip it on my visor and put my phone up there, or whatever device I'm using, or whatever.
Yeah, I've tried the belt clip. It don't work for me either.
I don't work in construction, and so when I would have a suit on, I would have this big bulky thing in my side. So what I would do is I would take the belt clip off and just put the device in my top jacket pocket, whatever. So I'm excited for everyone here. I appreciate you guys joining us for this live stream, man. I had like 10 boxes on my front porch from Amazon and FedEx, and I got to get all that stuff unloaded. Yeah, man. Every time I get on the stream, the doorbell rings or the dog goes crazy, son. So
you got to train that puppy of yours to grab those boxes and bring them into the house.
Yeah, that's definitely wishful thinking. As big as the dog is, it definitely could. So you guys, hey, Tuesday, man. Tuesday. Gigi will be live in 2 hours. So her channel, this lady right here, this lady talking right here, she will be live in 2 hours. So you better go over there and join her live. We will see coverage tomorrow on Samsung. This is just a given. Let's celebrate with the creators, man, the influencers. Whether you're a creator or an influencer, let's celebrate the success of all the people on YouTube, because there's enough space on YouTube where everybody can succeed if you're trying to succeed. You just create your own lane and don't worry too much about what the next person is doing and how they got to where they are. You start the new spark. You go. You get yours, and you have a good time while you're doing it. Don't worry about the next person.
That's right.
Because if you're on YouTube always worrying about everybody else, you're never going to have any fun. That's why I do what I want to do. I just have a lot of fun on YouTube, keep doing what I got to do to make sure I'm happy. And in doing so, hopefully you guys are entertained too. So, Anthony, you want to tell them?
I think that goes the same for me, man. I can kick out 5-6 videos and then take a week and a half off and just enjoy life. You have to do that. You have to take a breather, enjoy what's around you, especially if you're a family man. But enjoy your friends, enjoy what you do, enjoy work, and this stuff's going to be here, and it's not going away soon. So, hey, thanks. I appreciate everybody coming on by, hanging out, just listening, having a conversation. We have a title. Jay creates a title for the stream, but man, we end up going into a lot of other topics, which makes it so much fun. It's sporadic. I love it. I learn a lot from all of you, so I appreciate you very much. The channel, my Project 13. And over at Twitter at Anthony1368.
All
Thank
righty.
you so much for coming on by.
Yes, sir. So, hey, folks, I will see you next Tuesday. Anthony will see you next Tuesday. We will be here every Tuesday for you guys to talk about the latest in tech, or just specifically one topic or whatever's going on at the moment we feel like chatting about. So I love to see all the creators in the stream. I think that's the best way to chat, with mix the stream with professional creators like I have in mind, and then just regular old tech people or just regular old consumers that just love to talk about tech. Smartphoneconversations.com. That's mine. All mine. See the latest post there, and I'll see you next Tuesday. So all you creators, remember to go over to whose stream in 2 hours? Yeah,
JJ.
I'll be over there. I'll be there too. So it's your man Jay. Anthony, thank you for joining me again. I appreciate all you guys in here. All the people who gives feedback in the comments. Live streams are supposed to be fun. Shouldn't be any bickering and arguing. You should be able to get your point across and have a good time. If you didn't catch the live stream from the beginning, enjoy this 2-hour-long replay. I'm gonna put like 100 ads in it. No, I'm just kidding. But enjoy the replay. I appreciate you. Hashtag replay crew. You know who you are. Team Pixel. Shout it out. Samsung. We coming for you. It's your man Jay. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Peace.